Ready? Okay, so now we come to the fourth of the four protective meditations. This is the mindfulness of death. I gave the elaborate instructions last week, so I'll just review the main points. So in the meditation on death, there are first three main topics, each of which is considered from three perspectives, or considered in terms of three aspects. And then there is a fourth main theme, which doesn't have any subdivisions. So the first, okay, let me do it this. I'll go through quickly when I state them, and then we go through slowly in the meditation. So the first main point is that death is inevitable. Death is certain, inescapable. And the three aspects from which this is considered is that everyone in the past who's ever lived has died. The second is that death comes along with birth. And the third is that every moment we are moving ever closer towards death. Okay, so that's the first major topic. The second major topic is the arrival of death is utterly uncertain, unpredictable. And the three secondary aspects, we have no knowledge when death will take place. We have no knowledge where we will be when death takes place. And we have no foreknowledge of what will be the cause of our death. Okay, now the third major theme is that when we die, we have to depart, abandoning everything. Then the three secondary aspects of this, we have to abandon all acquisitions and possessions, including material possessions, as well as status, position, fame, whatever. The second, when we go, we have to abandon everyone who is dear and beloved to ourselves. And the third, when we die, we have to abandon even this physical body and the personality built up on the basis of this physical body, the sense of our personal identity, who we are. Okay, then the fourth major topic or theme is that when we die, all that continues is the stream of consciousness with our karmic dispositions and our mental tendencies. Okay, so now we can actually do the meditation. Okay, so take the comfortable sitting position. And again, I'll do this as a guided meditation. Okay, so take the comfortable sitting position. And again, settle into the body. And be mindful of several cycles of in and out breathing. So now we're going to do the mindfulness of death. First major theme is that death is absolutely certain, inevitable, inescapable. Since I exist, I must die. Death will occur as a matter of absolute certainty. I can know this because everyone in the past who has ever lived, going back to the very beginning of sentient life on this earth, everyone in the past who has lived has died. Whether they were rich, powerful, famous, holy, even the Buddhas, the enlightened ones, the Arahants, have all passed away. The second aspect is that death comes along with birth. As soon as I was born, death came along, accompanying me. And death, my death, is always following me. It's just behind me like a shadow. It's like a murderer with a drawn sword waiting to strike. Okay, the third aspect of this theme is that every moment we are moving ever closer to death. Just as the sun, when it rises over the eastern horizon, every moment it's moving ever closer to the sunset, to the western horizon. And though we don't see the sun moving when we look at it, from hour to hour we can see that the sun has moved in the sky. And so we might not realize it, but every moment, with every heartbeat, we're moving ever closer to death, each one of us. So the first main theme is that death is absolutely certain, inevitable, inescapable. The second main theme, the arrival of death, is utterly uncertain, absolutely unpredictable. And this holds from three aspects. First, the time of death is absolutely uncertain. If I'm 30 years old, I can't say I have another 50 or 60 years to live. In August, I can't say that I'll be around in September or October. And even today, I can't say that I'll be around tomorrow. Death can come at any time. Okay, the second aspect is that the place where our death will occur is unpredictable. I do not know in advance where I will be when I die. Whether at home, at work, in the hospital, when driving from one place to another, when I'm on vacation someplace. There's no place where we can be safe from death. And the third aspect is that we have no foreknowledge how we will die. We don't know what will be the cause of our death. Whether heart attack, cancer, kidney failure, automobile accident, murder victim, victim of terrorist attack. We do not know. Okay, the third major theme is that when we die, we have to go abandoning everything. And this also has three aspects. First, when I die, I must abandon all material possessions, all wealth, property, home, position, title, fame, status. All of this must be abandoned. second aspect, when I die, I must leave behind everyone who is dear and beloved to myself. One must leave behind wife, husband, children, other relatives, friends, everyone that one cherishes. All must be left behind. And the third aspect, when I die, I must leave behind this physical body, which I identify with, and I must leave behind the personal identity built up on the basis of this physical body. Thus, when I die, I must go abandoning everything, abandoning all possessions, abandoning all who are dear and beloved, abandoning this body. Then the fourth major theme, when I die, all that continues is the stream of consciousness with its karmic accumulations and with its mental dispositions. Moving on to a new existence, determined by my karma, my good and bad deeds in this life, and bringing along the unwholesome and the wholesome tendencies and dispositions from this life. Okay, now taking these main themes, meditate on them silently on your own. I just will mention the four main themes again. That death is absolutely certain. The arrival of death is utterly uncertain. When I die, I must abandon everything. And it is only my karma and mental dispositions that continues on in the stream of consciousness. So reflect on these silently, turning these themes over in your mind. We do this for 10 minutes. Okay, now for the last few minutes, drop all of those themes and just imagine that you excuse me, imagine that death is taking place, that you are in the very moment of death. And let your mind relinquish everything as you pass away. Maintain this for 3 minutes. Okay, now come back to your body and breathe mindfully a few times. And then you can slowly open your eyes. Okay, I have in the schedule, if you saw the schedule, before we move on to the next stage, a little stretching break. Do we have anybody who can lead us in just some simple stretching, bending and stretching exercises? Anybody? Allison? Yeah, you can use this. So it's difficult to stretch.